With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Geno. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a 1st down.
16 yards. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. The Michigan man, Quiddy Hay, in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith going up top. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former 1st-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Jones. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Shotgun now for Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Raiders offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the pistol, Smith. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard got a hand in there to knock that one away.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On 2nd down, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the shotgun, Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Quiddy Payne bursting through to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's A.J. Cole now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. They go right back to Taylor. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
That's the tight end, Morale Cox. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
And Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. When you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass, that is a handful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 19-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jones will hang on to it here. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Jones keeping this one. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Clearly, the play caller here is thinking that the defense is going to be completely zoned in on stopping the running back, thinking he can catch them off guard with the quarterback keep. The defense was prepared for both guys, and they now force 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run here with the rookie. Good blocking, and he's in. DJ Giddens. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down, here's Gino to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Gino. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. First down, they'll start with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Colts first down. First and 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones operating out of the pistol. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Jones to throw on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
39-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Gun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We are through 1. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the give, this is Taylor. And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
At the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On for the Colts field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Mostert now to return. Woo! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
On the return is Gould. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll take this one in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The Trader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 2nd down, Genty. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll get about 5.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Space to run inside the 20. And he will score! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Raiders 7.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Jones completing this one to Downs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Number 1, Josh Downs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's Jones. His throw inside, pulled in by Pittman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Jones. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, trying to do it himself. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Jones. There and he's into the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Schrader now for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Lowby. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And the Raider 1st down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll step up and run this. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
The 6-yard line.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Gino. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting
to the goal line and in, Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders get it back to within 9.
Score, Colts 23, Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Anthony Gould now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got room past the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
The right side, that is hauled in by Warren. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. The clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
31-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time, the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Throwing, Jones. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
33, Raiders 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. He'll go again with Genty. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Vegas.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Once again, it's Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's into the hands of Thornton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this off to Genty. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Smith to throw on first down. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Here's Genty. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. In motion, that's Thornton. Throwing on second down, Smith. He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer.
Raiders 21.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the pistol, Smith. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This is Genty. And mark him down up beyond the 30. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second down, Smith. That's left side to Tucker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Vegas.
And a Raider first down.
Man in motion here is Tucker. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. In the shotgun, Smith. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
on second down. Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
From the gun, it's Gino. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
And he will score! Game on! Ashton Genty, touchdown Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders have cut the deficit to 5.
33. Raiders 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
For the Colts, first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll go again here with Taylor. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Headed left, buying time.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A run with Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a moment.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Schrader now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Man in motion here is Tucker. A second down throw for Smith. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, that's Thornton. Here's Gino. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's a handoff to Genty. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
A first down throw for Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He takes off, and that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hits. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
That's brought in by Myers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will score. Game on. Geno Smith. Touchdown, Vegas. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Carlson able to knock through the extra points, and the Raiders have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. 1st down picked up as the running game comes through.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jones keeping this one. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
From the gun on third down, Smith.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.